Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Monday, December 3rd, the year 2012. Large numbers. Huge numbers. Like trillions. Many people are afraid of numbers. Walk up to people, ask them about math. Oh, they don't like math, especially long division. And that's the one they really hate. But you have to wonder about Congress, the president, or senators. Do you think these guys are good with numbers? Well, based on empirical evidence, i.e. based on results, no. See, there's problems when you start dealing with large numbers. Perception, comprehension, things change a bit. Because when you're working with really big numbers, things get distorted sometimes. And then, of course, as I pointed out before, you're working with really big numbers. The small numbers don't seem to matter to you because you're working on the big numbers. So if you're working on trillions, a billion here, 100 million there, doesn't matter. But you see, there's another side to this. People. If you lead a small group of people, a handful of people, and you have to come to a decision, and a couple people on one side are saying, yeah, do this, and a couple people on the other side are saying, don't. Well, then you probably pause, and you really consider that decision you're about to make. But with the Congress, senators, and the president, we're talking hundreds of millions of people. So if a senator has a couple million people vote for him, and a couple million people vote against him, when they go out in the public and they see these big crowds cheering them, well, they're thinking, I must be doing a good job. Look at all these people who like what I do. And those people that don't like it, who cares about them? I've got all these people who love me, who elected me. So I must be doing a good job. So their perception's distorted. Basically, their head is inflated, their ego's inflated. And they just want the power anyway. Because if they were honorable men and women, they wouldn't run for re-election because they'd be hanging their head in shame. I didn't get the job done. They would be ashamed to show their face in public. Instead, they get up there on their bully pulpits and point. The Republicans are the problem, or the Democrats are the problem. Meanwhile, we the people, we grow older. We pay higher taxes, some of us have more babies, and we all wind up dying in the end. So you see, these large numbers can really, really, really distort one's perception. Kind of like those funny mirrors when you go to the carnival. You pay $1 and you walk through the room full of mirrors and they make you look fat or skinny or make you look all messed up. That's what trillions of dollars is doing to Congress. It's distorting them. They've lost touch with reality because they're dealing with basically astronomical numbers here. Trillions of dollars. And can you imagine having $1 trillion to work with? When you think about it, you could do practically anything. What couldn't you afford? I got $1 trillion. I could have as much land as I could possibly want. I could build skyscrapers. I could buy planes. I could eat the finest meals. I've got $1 trillion. It's like, that won't run out, will it? So they've lost touch. But we the people, we're to blame. we are to blame because we are divided. We can't seem to focus on the important things, such as liberty, freedom. If that's all we focused on for the next 4, maybe 8, 12 years, this country would turn around and turn around fast. And think about that for a second. If that was all we focused on was our personal liberty and freedom, how far this country would go. How fast things would turn around. How fast things would get better. Because freedom and liberty would mean almost no taxes. Now some people thinking, oh, you're talking anarchy, you don't want any rules or regulations. That's not necessarily true. But I think the government's gone way too far. And I think there's a few people that would agree. But what can we do about it? The systems are already in place. It doesn't seem to matter who we elect, Democrat, Republican, somebody else, some other party. Those wheels of government are still in motion, and if you get in the way, they'll just grind you up and spit you out in pieces. It's almost like the Matrix, when I think is it Morpheus says to Neo something about everybody that's come up against an agent has died. It's like everybody comes up against the government. When is the last time you saw some individual or small group of individuals score a win against the government? I'm trying to remember. Let me know. Help me out here. There sure hasn't been many I can think of. So my fellow Americans, maybe one thing we should do is, as individuals, if you're not good at math, go to the library, get online, study math a little bit better. So then maybe you can go to a budget hearing and help those elected bozos out, because they don't seem to have a clue when it comes to math. It's obvious based on results. And in the meantime, wake up, America. Smell the tyranny.